Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. And I had a friend, a new client of mine slash friend, who sent me another video of an intuitive reader and a manifesting coach. And she does a pick a card for the monthly predictions. And she was like, Michelle, you should so do this. So I'm currently contemplating doing one for June. I'm not sure how I want to film it. If I just want to do the video she sent me with was a girl with probably like a ring light, and she was filming overhead. And I was like, I love my table so much. Maybe I should do that. And people have always told me to do pick a cards, but I just never felt the nudge. But after watching that video and hearing from my friend, I was kind of like, maybe I need to spice things up, or maybe I can like watch what that girl did and kind of make it my own and kind of let spirit move through me the way it's supposed to. I really love being outside, so I feel like maybe I'll do the pick a card outside and maybe use like the elements as like the top of the deck. You know how people put stones on top of the deck? I was thinking about maybe using I don't know, the sun, the trees, the leaves, using them as the little indicators of what deck you're going to choose, because everybody is drawn to different elements like water, fire. So that was just the thought that just came through right now. So maybe we should do that. Okay, I am headed to an event at 1. Today is Saturday, the 27th, Memorial Day weekend in the United States. So I'm actually headed to a game slash event. It's called the All Game. I think I've talked about it before on my channel. I'm super pumped. It's a board game with the universe. It's kind of like Jumanji. And the board is all of the chakra systems. So you work your way from the sacral chakra all the way up to the crown. And when you reach the crown, which is oneness, you kind of win the game. So the game is played over months because the universe is the deciding factor of how you move through the chakra systems. It's basically saying like, how advanced is your spirit? And it's not an ego, a spiritual ego saying, well, I'm the most involved person in this game. It's all about you. So in the winter, I was going through so much and I got stuck in the solar plexus chakra, which is your energy center. I felt so blocked. I was feeling so much fear in my life. I was going through all this turmoil with my family. And I literally, it was a dead end in the solar plexus part of the board. And the last time I played, of course, the universe brought me another opportunity to play with a different group of people. And the energy was lighter with this group. It was just different. It was fun. And I made it out of the solar plexus. I finally got out of that stuck zone. And I think it's because there was a few things that I did in my life. I pulled out of everything. I stopped doing everything. I was making content for another social media account. I pulled out of that. I stopped doing that. I was taking a course to become a fear coach. I pulled out of that because I just felt like I was doing too much. And as soon as I pulled out of all of those things and kind of detached my cords from all of those people, everything started to pick up in my life. And then I moved into the heart chakra, and it's all about relationships. On the board, it's called relationships. So today I'm going to dive back into the game and I'm going to get to see, what's going to come up for me regarding relationships. And I think that was an indicator that the last time I played, I was moving into the relationship section because I think I'm coming into a relationship in my own life, or I'm being prepared for it, because I feel this energy that's different about me. I feel like I'm more in my feminine flow. I feel like I understand relationships now for the first time in my life. Like I understand men's needs, I understand women's needs. And it's just ironic that playing this board game, it's not ironic, but it literally aligns with what's happening in your life. That's why I call it Jumanji, because it's like you get submerged into the game. And it is the coolest game ever. So it's called the All Game, ALL. I think it's not all love and light. It's something, awareness, love and light. And there's only like 15 people, facilitators in the world that run this game. So if you have an opportunity to play it, if you have a facilitator in your area, you should definitely play it. And if you're interested in playing online, I might be getting a group together to do that, because you can play online on a Zoom. So anyway, let's get started and see. I feel like the energy of this week is going to have to do with, obviously we always know relationships, But it'll be a reflection in the game that I play today. It's a 5-hour game. And it'll be awesome to see what comes out in the cards and then what comes out in my game. And then maybe I'll report back and do another reading later. So should be super, super fun. Let's figure out sacred space first. Always. I forgot to do it last time. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me, bless my cards, bless my viewers. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please make my voice clear and relatable. Please comfort all of my viewers so they can relax and drop their shoulders into this reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All lower vibrations, you must leave. You are no longer welcome here. Okay, back to shuffling. What do we need to hear, Spirit? What about this week? We have 2. Yay! We have the Dolphin card, which is all about having fun, being playful. A blessing is on the way. And it also says on the card, this and that are true. So it's saying all things are possible. This can be true, that can be true. It's not so black and white. Although we need that polarity, we need that, like, we need the bad with the good. My nose is itching like crazy. And it just started. Spirit, what do you want us to know about my nose? Man, it's itching like crazy. They just showed me a feather and they're playing with my nose like they're being playful. So they're saying, stop taking life too seriously. Pretend like you're tossing a feather in somebody's face and you're like, come play with me. That's the relationship part. They're saying in your relationships, it's healthy to be playful. Start letting that inner child out, okay? And then we have the lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Number 38. Lizards always represent like your special gifts too. It means you have this secret gift that's lying dormant inside of you, whether it's your dreams talk to you, whether it's you seeing auras, seeing spirits, getting downloads. Kind of like you have a thought that somebody's going to do something, and then the next day that they're doing it and you're like, oh my God, I had a vision of them doing that and now they're doing it. So it's kind of, oh my gosh, my nose, you guys. Oh, holy cow. Stop playing with me. I don't know what that means. I do know what it means, but I'm just like, why are they still doing it? What are they trying to tell me? Okay, I just got a message. Somebody has a special gift of using your nose to kind of weed out things. The certain smell of people just really rings true for you. You have a wicked sense of smell. You're able to sense when spirits are around you by how they smell. You might smell like chocolate chip cookies baking in the middle of a street and you're nowhere near a bakery. That could be spirit coming to bring you a message that maybe your grandmother used to make chocolate chip cookies and you love the smell of her house. You might be smelling that because she's talking to you. She's saying, I love you. I'm going to take care of you. So if you have a wicked sense of smell, you have an amazing sniffer, as I like to say, you are not using it. Your guides are trying to guide you through life through your senses. They're saying, pay attention to what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're touching. And I just heard in your relationship, you're going to need to use your body as your beacon. How does your body feel around certain people? Do people leave a mark on you when you first meet them and you're just like buzzing for 6 hours after you meet them? Are you in their presence and you feel this immense peace and you all of a sudden were just in a really bad mood for like 2 hours and you just look at this person and your whole system calms down? That means something. That means that they're an energy match to you. That means they're allowing you space to soothe and to heal and to feel calm. And sometimes you don't even need to talk. A lot of people have this, their ego tells them that relationships are supposed to be a certain way. Well, this person's not saying this, so they can't be the one, or this person doesn't motivate me, so they can't be the one. Actually, you're in charge of motivating yourself. You're in charge of taking care of yourself. A partner is there to share life with. It's to share what you're doing. You're not pulling from them, especially in a twin flame partnership. You are just residing next to them, and they every once in a while are showing you maybe a part of yourself that you can't see, but they're cheering you on. They're listening to you if you're in pain or if you're going through something difficult. They're saying, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do? How can I help you? But you're not relying on their help, if that makes sense. So I think the nose thing, because my nose stopped itching, I think I finally got it, what they were trying to tell me, because they will be persistent, is to use your senses, use your body when you're around certain people. If you feel anxiety around somebody, if you feel a heightened sense of, I have to be a certain way for this person, or I'm tiptoeing on my every word, that's usually some sort of trauma. That's usually some sort of parent-child relationship where you're feeling like you need to please someone in order to fit their needs, to make them happy. But in a true healthy connection, you almost drop all resistance, and you find yourself doing things that you never have done before. And it's magical things. You're like, wait, and you walk away from the conversation. You're like, why did I just say that? Or why did I just do that? You become this child again. You become playful, and you just start expressing yourself in ways that you've never done before. You start to like notice what you're doing, and you're like, why am I doing that? And you share it with your person, and they're just like, there's nothing to say back to you because they just think it's adorable that you're witnessing you doing new things, or maybe seeing a side of yourself you've never seen before. That's what we're here to do. We're here to just be there. And we don't always have to have these predictions of this is what it should feel like. This is what it should look like. We have to throw all of that out and go with how our body feels. And if there's nothing to talk about with your partner, and you feel this sense of peace and you feel good when you see them, but you're not like, there's times where you're just kind of quiet, that's a healthy relationship. Because your nervous system is like, whoa, this doesn't feel right, because you're not used to it. Because in childhood, you were so used to either conflict or chaos or just being so alone, and you don't feel safe to be yourself with other people when they do finally come around because you're so used to being by yourself. But when you're finally with your healthy match, it feels safe to be there with somebody else and just to be and not talk. And I know for me, a lot of times just sharing, even if you're like 50 yards away from each other, just sharing energy in that way, it's very soothing. It's like, oh, you're here and I'm here and we can just be. And I don't need anything from you. You're really wonderful to look at. I love your energy, and it just feels so calm and peaceful. So think about that in the relationships that you're in. A lot of times they're considered boring because they're so healthy, and you're not used to healthy because you're used to chaos from childhood. All right, let's get some cards on that. So chaos could look like looking for attention, looking for validation, needing somebody's approval, needing to know you're saying the right thing, needing to do things for the person to love you. In a healthy partnership, you're not going to feel a need to do anything. You're going to want to make the person feel good, but you know that they make themselves feel good on their own. You're just an added cherry on top. Holy Toledo. Oh, my left leg is so numb. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands. So this is somebody who's about to take the next step. All she has to do, look, the fence is even almost open. You can see there's no vertical sticks here. She can step over that fence and move into her new life. And I just burped, which we know is throat chakra, and it's energy moving through my body. Like, yes, Michelle, keep saying that. This is you. Somebody's about to take a step into this new life. She knows that that's her path. She knows she wants to go in that direction, but it can be a little scary because you don't know what you might have to leave behind. But I just heard he or she, they're following their body. They're noticing, all right, I just went 12 hours and I feel very peaceful and I feel very calm. And all of a sudden I'm interacting with a new person and they don't feel good. They make me feel anxious. nobody makes you feel anyway, but you feel anxious around certain people because you can feel their energy, you can feel their restriction, you can feel their pressure, you can feel their perfectionism, and you feel like you have to be perfect around them. And then all of a sudden, you're taking note and you're taking inventory of how you feel around each person. And when your person comes along, it's going to feel good. It's going to feel peaceful. It's going to feel fun. There's going to be laughter between the two of you. This is the ultimate fun. Look at that. The treasure chest is open. Try to say that 3 times fast. 9 of Cups is all of your cups, all of your desires finally being met. I had a dream last night that I was with my special person and he was standing next to me and I could just feel his chest and his arms, and I like wrapped my arm up underneath his arm and I just was like, ah, I just felt at home. And it was just this sense of, it was this feeling like everything I've ever wanted is within me, and now I get to share it with somebody else, and I get to feel the love that I've never felt my whole life. But the love that I've never felt is the love for myself. And it was like being in his chest, feeling his arms wrapped around me from behind like this. I've had like, I was picking up a sofa the other day and I had like a little twinge. I don't know if I did something to the cervical area or my spine. I don't know, but I just feel like I haven't been able to move my neck very well. And I was just like, in my dream, I wrapped my arm underneath my person and he just like pulled me into his chest and he just took his hands and he started rubbing my neck. And I just was like, it was the first time. And when I woke up, I started crying because I just was like, this is the first time a man will have like taken care of me in that way and nurtured me. I'm 40 years old and I've never been in a partnership where I've been massaged or somebody just wanted to make me feel better or somebody cared enough to nurture me. And maybe that's because I never allowed it. I don't know, but I was always the person to do that for somebody else. And I'm 40 and I still have yet to have had a man who just says, I want to do this for you. I want to touch your body. I want to massage you. I want to take care of you. You sit down, I will rub your feet. I've never had that. So in my dream, I was experiencing that. I was like next to my person, he pulled me into his chest and then he just started rubbing my neck. And I was like, oh my, I started to cry in the dream. And that's why I woke up crying. I was crying in the dream going, nobody's ever done this for me before. And it was like 40 years coming to a head. And it was like this feeling. It was like, I'm finally getting everything I've ever dreamt of. And I didn't think it would ever happen in this lifetime. And it's here. And all it takes is making a decision to choose it. You're moving towards that type of feeling in your body that you know is true for you. You know, you've never felt that peaceful ever in your life, and you feel it around this person. You will know. And you feel peaceful because you've done your healing. You've done the work. You know what environments are not healthy for you, and you make the choice to leave them. Yeah. You are dancing and singing and bouncing to the beat of your own drum. It's because you did the work. You did your healing. And 4 of Wands, this is not the 4 of Wands card, but look at the 4 of Wands behind her. That is the 1111 card. It's very similar to the 4 of Wands card in this deck. It's the marriage card. This is somebody who is just so lit up in their life and they're finally at peace because they created their own peace. They are dancing to the beat of their own drum. It is self-love to the max. In this reading, normally this card is like a cheater energy, but this is not that right now. The energy is passion. You feel like you're driving forward with your life because you're finally feeling the urge to dance with life again. You've been in a dark hole and now you're coming out. Nope, I just heard switch decks. Okay, Micah magic. We're going to see. I was just going to say, we're going to see where the cards flip out and land. Literally, it slid. You guys have to rewind that. You are king or queen, never settle. Heck yes. And this was the dolphin card. So that's that playful energy. Do not settle for anything less. You are worthy of having it all. You can have this and you can have that. You can have it all. You don't have to settle for just this mediocre love. Horse spirit is bringing momentum. So we're going to put that with the Knight of Wands because the Knight of Wands has a horse in the background. So the Knight of Wands is like somebody who's traveling super, super fast towards you. They know what they want. They're going to hop over that fence and they're going to come after you. A windfall of money. This is a result of the love. So I'm going to put this with 9 of Wands. Also, we have 9 of Wands and then we have 9 of Cups, double nines. So don't forget that too. When we get multiple numbers, that's a sign from Spirit. Okay, rainbows are a sign that your happy ending is coming soon. Yep. Totally, totally. And I'm going to put that with the 9 of Cups because that's that rainbow energy. You're jumping out of that treasure chest. And that's a symbolism of like that rainbow, the pot of gold, right? It's the same energy. So if you're seeing rainbows today, or if somebody's talking about rainbows, that is usually a sign that something great is coming your way. All right, gotta go get this one. Release the past. So this is letting go of past relationships, past patterns, habits. You can let go of that old version of you. Holy shnikes. Sorry guys, gonna have to go get this one. An invitation is coming soon. Oh boy. You're gonna get an invite. That one like flew over my table. An invitation is coming soon. So when the invite comes, you are going to let go of your old life. You have to be willing to let it go because what's going to come of it is a new relationship and a windfall of money. I've been manifesting for a really long time in my life. The man and the money, the man and the money. It's all over my house and it's coming. Okay, let's do a couple more cards. Let's do my older deck, the Ever Unfolding Heart. I feel called to use that more lately. Change is coming. It's a good change. Feel the anxiety. See it as excitement. So if you've been having anxiety lately, allow it to be there because usually it's your soul bouncing in your body saying, ooh, something good's coming. Yesterday I got done, well, I didn't get done nannying. I was nannying for the past 2 days and I took a little bit of a rest from filming. And I had about like a 2-hour period of time where the boy that I was nannying for, he went on his bike to go play with some friends. And I had like 2 hours to kill. So I came home, I went for a walk. And I had such anxiety on my walk. I don't know why. I just felt so irritable. I felt uncomfortable. And then I came back and just kind of like sat out back on my back patio and I started to draw on my chalkboard, which always soothes me when I get to be creative. Anytime I feel anxiety, I'm like, all right, Michelle, what can you do right now to be creative? What can you do to shift yourself out of this energy? And sometimes when we have anxiety, we're not meant to be somewhere. So I kind of felt like I was walking and I wasn't meant to be walking. So I stopped and I honored that because each lap I did, I was like, I just don't feel good still. Maybe I need to change this. So I listened to my body, came home. As soon as I got on my deck and I opened my back door, it's like all of my nerves went away. I just felt so much better and just felt closer to where I was supposed to be. And then I pulled out my chalkboard that I have in my front door and I just started to draw on it. And I just immediately felt so calm. I felt so peaceful. So your anxiety sometimes might mean you're in the wrong spot and spirit wants you somewhere else to relax. Maybe you're overworked and maybe my body needed rest and I didn't need to be walking. A lot of times it is a sign that a manifestation is on the way. So when I came in and when I finished drawing on my chalkboard, I grabbed my journal and I was like, it's Friday, 3 p.m., major anxiety, stopped my walk, hung out on my deck, on my patio, felt so much better. So now I have that logged. So if a windfall of money comes in 2 days, now I know that the anxiety was a little bit of a sign before it arrived. So in the future, I'm going to be like, okay, I have anxiety right now. I wonder if this means that something big is coming. And it's ironic because I had a girl who I haven't done a reading for in years. And she DM'd me on Instagram and she goes, all right, Michelle, she's like, you need to educate me on what it means when you have really bad anxiety. She's like, is it because something's coming? And that was the same time that I was feeling my anxiety. So I think it was a message from spirit to say, yeah, something is coming. And sometimes we need to move our body. We need to shift. It says move your body. We need to shift our energy to just settle down in the moment because something really is coming and we can't control how we feel in the moment other than just finding something to soothe us. This says, move your body. It's yearning to release some old energy. Go for a walk, run, lift, practice yoga, swim, dance, play. You are so lucky that you can move, so do it with gratitude. So even in my situation, sometimes moving isn't the answer. Like maybe yoga would have been better for me. But remember, your anxiety could mean so many different things. All right, we got another money card, you guys, and it landed on windfall. Money, money, money. Expect it to pour into your life in effortless ways and increasing amounts. Woo! And then we have the Lion card, which is Leo energy. Courage, strength, drive, passion. You are a powerful soul. Start embodying it. So when you're going through that anxiety, be the lion, be fierce, be stoic. Sit there and know that everything comes to you. You do not need to chase it. Even though lions do chase what they desire, but sometimes they are so stoic that they don't. They know that the universe brings them what they need, but they do have the Leo sun energy, which is like that 9 of cups. Like this energy, it's super magnetic. It's like you are the sun and you're attracting all of your desires and you're like, yes, you're finally going to have the life of your dreams. You're going to have the man, the woman, the money, all the fun things. You're going to be a king or queen. You're not going to settle. You're doing your growth. You're learning about yourself. You're enhancing your spiritual gifts. You're working on that sniffer. All right. And I just got a quick little, anytime my phone goes off in a reading, I know it's meant to be. So I'm just going to read this real fast. Oh, it's just a little comment from the, I posted about the human design on my community page. So if you haven't seen that, go over to my community page and check out and figure out what profile you are in the human design. That person was just confirming that they're so happy that they found out what they are. And they were happy that I shared it to educate others. I am by no means a pro. I don't know anything more detailed than what I shared, but I just know how much it helped me to learn about me. So I highly recommend you guys learning about yourselves and what your human design is. Okay. What final messages do we need to hear for the week, Spirit? We have money's coming, change is good. We're feeling anxiety. 3 of Cups. News worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation, a time for gratitude, close communities, and chosen families. You are coming together with your soul tribe. This is the 3 of Cups energy. And this is 3 people celebrating with joy. And if you notice, there's 2 people with wings and 1 regular human. So I'm kind of here. I'm wondering what that means. You can see there's 2 people with halos. And the girl in the maroon is not. And the other 2 are dressed in blue. So it could also mean in this reading, it means that the spirit, your spirit family is guiding you to what's best for you. They're bringing you this celebration, this news. So trust it. And I just happened to put it on the money cards, a windfall of money. Expect it to pour in because spirit's going to bring it to you. And my nose is itching again. All right. And it's coming because you're balanced. Yes. Woohoo. I just heard this is June's energy. June's energy is all about balance. And look, there's a rainbow. So we got another sign. blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. I love that. Successful compromise, the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. So this is you coming into balance with your other person, with your special person. And when you come into balance, rainbows are birthed. You start bringing more light to our planet. You're bringing more abundance so that you can share your gifts. You're calling it all in. I feel like I want to do one more. Final message, Spirit. And we got the Four of Wands. Remember I was talking about that earlier? This is Four of Fire. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. It talked about prosperity too. Peace and contentment in your personal life. This is that peaceful love that I was telling you all about. It's coming this week. Holy cow. So many messages. How many messages do we get of money and celebration? We have the Nine of Cups, which is all about celebration. We have Three of Cups, news worth celebrating, joyful announcements, engagement, weddings, pregnancy, graduation, time for gratitude, money, money, money. An invitation is coming soon, a windfall of money, rainbows, and now we have these two. See the Four Wands in the back of here? And then the Four Wands that are surrounding the couple. This is the perfect home, the perfect relationship, and nothing's perfect, but the peaceful home, the peaceful relationship, everything you've ever wanted is finally coming together and everything's clicking into place this week. That's the balance. The rainbow has been formed. And I just heard you don't have control. Spirit is taking care of it all. Release the past and allow the horse to bring it all to you. All right, lovies, what a powerful reading. We have not had this many celebration, good news, money cards in a really long time, a combination of it all. So this means something. Please report back, comment below, and tell me if you receive any of this week. All right, don't forget, when you get to Sunday next week, look back at this week and see what happened in your life. I do that all the time in my journal. All right, lovies, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. If you're in the United States, enjoy Monday off. If you're anywhere else, just enjoy the weekend. You deserve it. I'm sending you so much love. All right, peace out.